In 2022, we decided to swap the city's relentless symphony of car horns and sirens for the gentle rustle of leaves, the occasional sheep's bleat, and the sporadic sound of church bells.
A bold move, some might say. Others might simply ask, have you completely lost the plot?
To avoid for this to become one of those cautionary tales where people flee to the countryside only to discover they miss decent Wi-Fi and late-night takeaways, we made a pact. We vowed to periodically ask ourselves these soul-searching, tea-in-hand questions.
Are we happy? Do we have balance in our life?
Is this version of our lives the one that we would definitely choose again? What would we change or add at this point in our lives in order to grow and improve?
Besides an extra teapot.
Do we still find time to laugh and play?
Or have we turned into hermits who talk to their tomatoes?
So, dear viewer, welcome to this grand reckoning of our 3-year journey into the whimsical world of homesteading. Towards the end of this video, you'll also find a spot of mindfulness, a seasonal sprinkle of inspiration, and a gentle nudge toward inner abundance.
In 2022, we craved change. Not because we were existentially adrift, although the pandemic did have us questioning whether it was socially acceptable to wear pajamas all day long. No, the idea itself lit a spark in us, a bit like discovering an extra biscuit at the bottom of the tin.
But even before that, we kept coming back to the feeling that there is more to the experience of being human than what city life had to offer. I think it was a decision waiting to happen at the exact right time and place.
For us introverts, an excessive or hectic social life was always out of the question. We yearned for the serenity of rolling hills, forests whispering ancient secrets, and the feeling of settling in the stillness of nature, surrounded by trees, plants, and wildlife.
And so, here we are, 3 years later, surrounded by trees, plants, dogs, and wildlife, and crucially, still speaking to each other. Quite the achievement, wouldn't you say?
So, grab a cuppa and join us on this quaint little reflection of our rural escapade. Who knows, you might just find yourself yearning for a pair of boots and a compost heap.
I was, and still am, extremely grateful that here, in Romania, we still have a natural habitat abundant in both plant and animal species. Unfortunately, we know that in Europe, some 420 million hectares of forest were lost due to deforestation in the last 30 years. On top of this, pollution, heavy industrialization, and consumerism have further led to the degradation of natural habitats.
When we first came here, a peaceful little village at the foot of the Transylvanian mountains, we absolutely fell in love with the place. At first, the plan was for the tiny cabin on the land to be just a weekend and holiday nest. But pretty soon we found ourselves extending the time spent here to indefinite.
And so, hand in hand and heart to heart, we set upon this wonderful, unexpected, and at times overwhelming adventure, which ever since then means learning new skills, overcoming moments of crisis, enjoying healthier habits,
and growing our family with one border collie, then another, and then another, because, well, we finally figured out that you probably can never have too many enthusiastic furballs chasing everything that moves.
And now, dear friends, here we are, facing the big 5 questions. Number 1. Are we happy?
I think this one deserves a resounding yes, because we found out a secret. Happiness isn't something you chase, believing it will solve all your problems, but rather a choice. A choice that you can make every moment, to be present and fully aware, to witness the miracle of life all around us. Being closer to nature, able to work our garden, and share valuable knowledge with like-minded friends inside a peaceful community has definitely contributed to our physical, psychological, and spiritual well-being. Next question, number 2. Do we have balance in our life?
In the ancient Ayurvedic tradition, which is the traditional Hindu medicine, health is considered to be the expression of balance in one's life. Taking that into account, yeah, I suppose we are quite balanced. I remember suffering from fatigue and terrible headaches for the majority of our first year at the countryside, and thinking, my God, there is a lot of mess and toxicity that needs to find its way out of my system. It was like my brain and mind were getting refurbished. But then eventually, it finally stopped.
You found your balance.
I think I did, yeah. I'm not saying I don't ever get a headache anymore, but I just feel like everything inside me is at the right place. Number 3. Is this version of our lives the one that we would definitely choose again?
Yes, without any doubt. But this doesn't mean it's peachy and rosy all the time. Together we have opened our mind and heart to the understanding that challenges on the way represent chances to become wiser, to find out what exactly works for you and what doesn't, and to dare that courage to act when something is out of harmony. Because let's face it, harmony doesn't just fall from the sky like confetti at a wedding. You've got to roll up your sleeves and dig for solutions.
Yeah, I mean, country living maybe it's not exactly a walk in the park for everyone, but a deeper connection with nature, now that's a universal tonic. It's all about finding what fits you best, like a well-worn pair of gardening gloves.
Number 4. What would we change or add at this point in our lives in order to grow and improve?
For my part, I'd sprinkle in a bit more traveling. Homesteading, you see, has a bit of a clingy personality. It's immensely rewarding, but tends to monopolize your time and energy.
Right. Better yet, I will change the way I use my time doing all the things that I like. I mean, time management. Like, I want to do so many things, and when I focus on one, I feel that all the other ones are left behind.
Oh, yeah. I think it's a tough one,
It is, yes.
but I'm totally confident that you and we can still manage it. I think it's number 5. Yeah. Do we still find time to laugh and play?
Yes, yes, yes. I mean, we were never the grumpy, too serious or rigid kind. We really do like to enjoy a good comedy or a board game and fun walks with the dogs, but even more than this, ever since we moved here, it's like being immersed in nature brings out those childlike qualities in us. Playfulness, optimism, joy.
And after all, wise men and women say that life is nothing but a divine game. Maybe our part is to just be open, explore, and be mindful of the laws and endless possibilities of this grand cosmic playground. And speaking of mindfulness, I think it's time for our practice.
Ah, yes. We shall call this one the seeds of your soul. Enjoy.
I invite you to sit as comfortably as possible while keeping your back straight. You can close your eyes or continue watching the images on the screen. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale deeply through your mouth a few times, feeling how your body and mind relax more and more. You might also feel a sense of curiosity and interest. Take a few moments to simply observe the thoughts and emotions passing through you. Very good. And now imagine that inside your body there is a garden bathed in the warm rays of the sun and filled with a fresh sense of spring, carried on the gentle wings of breeze. Feel it. Where is this garden? Perhaps it is located in your belly or maybe near your heart. As you stroll leisurely through your inner garden, you realize that you are holding some seeds in your hands. These are the seeds of all your hopes, desires, and dreams for the time ahead. Everything you wish to nurture and grow within yourself, in your life. With sincere, simple joy, like when you were a child, you find the perfect patch of healthy, fertile, well cared for soil, and with your own hands, plant each seed one by one into the soil. With joy and enthusiasm, Think about how, day by day, you will give them everything they need to grow. Your beautiful desires and dreams will flourish, watered by your trust, warmed by your perseverance, and protected by your loving care. Very good. And now, slowly, bring your attention back to your breath and to the sensations in your body. If your eyes were closed, you can open them now. Take a few moments to observe the details of your surroundings, grounding yourself in the here and now.
With all our heart, thank you. Take care and see you soon for more healing stories and mindful conversations.